Hello YouTube, in this tutorial we will talk about returns from functions. That basically means that something that is done inside of function will be sent to external world, like in the same script for further processing. So the analogy is like you have a company and worker in that company will finish, for example, some product, and then after that person is done, it will send that product to another company for further processing, right? So normally you will say something like this. So this is simple normal function that will do something directly. Okay, so we will have immediate result in our terminal. There you go. But when you are creating a function with returns, you will go like this: def external, and external, that basically means you can use any kind of name you like, so I'm just using external. Now we will grab one thing, one argument, and we will do something with that argument. For example, we will add that number to, well, same number, so number 1 plus number 1. And now you will not say print add. You can do that, but don't do that, because then that will be simple function. You will say return add. And now that add is ready for further processing. So how to grab that add? Well, if you say external 10, for example, what's gonna happen is pretty much nothing on the screen. Reason is we are not putting results of this operation somewhere. So let's say we are going to say results will hold of this, res will hold the results of this function. And that is not enough. You also need to use it, like indirectly. Print results. And now everything will be fine. So that's normal result, like 10 plus 10 is 20. So that's kind of cool. Now next question. Can you have functions with multiple returns? Well, sure. For example, let's say mul as a multiply, number 1 times, well, that same number, okay, and then just comma and mul. And then how to extract both of these results? I mean, of course you can have them more, but yeah. So print external and then 10, and you will have two results right here. So normally this will yield 20 and this will yield 100, because 10 times 10 is 100. So what is next? Yeah, see this normal brackets? That means that we are talking about tuple as a result. So how I know that? Well, check this out. Type of execution is tuple. So that's cool. Now, why am I saying that? Because that means that you can extract things from this tuple using positions. Let me explain. For example, we have x, that will be a result on position 0, and we have y, that will be a result on position 1. So let's put results here, and that means you will just call your application, function. Now you can use that thing individually, like print x, and that will yield 10 plus 10, 20, okay? And down there you can use y, and that will yield normally 10 times 10, which is 100. So that works. Now some people will say, well, what's the purpose? But just think about that with one results you can have many other processes. For example, you will extract one thing from database, and then you will process them in so many places in your application or in another applications, and then you will send them to different, for example, databases or further scripts and so on. So this is very, very simple example. So is there any way to directly print individual results from your function that are returned? Okay, so yeah, what you need to do is say print external and the argument will be 10, and then you will say what index do you need. So 0, and down there 1, so result will be 20 and 100. Why? Because normally you will get that into typo. Print external for 10 as argument, normally that will give you typo here. Okay, so if you don't understand this, just practice with one return, and then you can gradually go to multiple returns, and then use multiple returns with multiple arguments, and so on. So if you have any kind of question, write that down in a comment section below, and I will answer, or someone else who knows the same thing will answer, and so on. Just please don't be scared. Okay, this is very simple stuff, and you will learn that over time. So stick with the simple thing, stick with one argument, and then practice with that one return, and you will gradually improve your skills. And remember that what you have got from return is just a tuple if you have multiple returns, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna shut up and probably go to sleep. Okay, so thank you for watching, and see you next tutorial.